Mark, I'm going to report to Barb that you can go off script anytime. That was really sweet. And I'll warn you, I already started eating that salad. You know, it is really a pleasure to be here. I did not bring like a written speech with me because I really feel like I'm among friends. And I'll, start with a few comments, but I really hope that we can spend the most of our time like having a conversation, having a dialogue back and forth. I need to do the obligatory, as mayor, there are the typical priorities that you can imagine that I'm working on every day when I'm not dealing with the crisis du jour, and in Oakland there's never a lack of that. But, public safety, infrastructure and development, and lifting up opportunities, particularly for our young people and our vulnerable communities. Those are the things that as mayor I work on every day. I stay laser focused despite all the distraction. And I'm proud that we have some real accomplishments that we can talk about as we are now 2 years into this new administration. Despite rising crime in just about every other Bay Area city and most large cities nationally, Oakland just enjoyed its 3rd consecutive year of significant decreases in crime. Last year was the safest year Oakland has had since 2005. In just 3 years, we've reduced violent crime by more than 25%. We have cut residential burglaries by more than half. And over the last 4 years, we have reduced murders and shootings in this city by nearly 40%. That is something to be proud of. Infrastructure, which I find very sexy. We created for the very first time a Department of Transportation. Recognizing that, transportation is a lot more than just paving streets. It's about opportunity. It's about how people get to jobs and worship and school. And it can make a tremendous difference in the physical environment that we all live, work, and play in. Public right-of-way is anywhere from 25 to 30% of the surface area of any city. That's a lot of space to be good stewards of. And then development, wow, buckle your seatbelts. This is going to be a wild ride this year. This year, based on our permit activity, we believe that we will either finish or get under construction 4,500 new units of housing in the city of Oakland. And then finally, opportunity. One of the things that I was most proud of last year was Oakland's selection as kind of the premier city in the country by our former president, and I'm just sorry, I'm going to be political, my president. One of his legacy projects is My Brother's Keeper, and so far Oakland has been the premier city. We were selected as the first city in America in partnership with the Bay Area Council, Urban Strategies, Leaders Up, some great organizations that we have here, to host the first ever career summit for young men of color. And it wasn't just an amazing day where 1,000 young men got career services, but just that day, 350 of them walked out of the door with a job. Those are some of the things that are going on as far as priorities, accomplishments, and our absolute focus for next year. Before I open it up for questions, I do want to, because this is a woman's lunch, and my staff will tell you that I've just been on the warpath since Inauguration Day. I do want to talk about this moment nationally and being a woman in leadership. Because you see that I actually am the only big city mayor in California who is a woman. You shouldn't be applauding for that. You should be writing your check to emerge so that I get some company. But thank you for kind of being here in this, and thank you, Mark, for acknowledging that I just bring myself with me wherever I go.